Things here at the Tressler Lutheran Home for Children, Loysville, Pennsylvania. Oh, incidentally, this is the script we've been using. Now, you can see that the name of the picture is This Is Your Tresslertown. We think that's appropriate because it is you, the friends of Tressler and the people of the supporting churches who have made this institution what it is today. Well, here are some of the names of some of the people working on the film. That's me, the narrator. But actually, this is only an outline, because we wanted you to meet the citizens of Tresslertown as we met them, with their own thoughts and in their own words. Anyway, how could you write a script for a bunch of lively kids at a swimming pool like this?
This is one of the big attractions for all of Tresslertown. Everyone takes a shower before going in.
Did you take the cord in your waist? Did you take the cord in your waist? Joyce, what are you doing now? This thing's too hot.
Oh, what a time they're having. Oh, look at that. Beginners, stay back of the ropes. Up from the briny deep. Speed demons, every one of them. But there's a serious side, too. A well-planned Red Cross certificated aquatic program requires all children to become at least intermediate swimmers. And in time, many become advanced swimmers, water safety aides, junior or senior lifesavers, and even instructor aides. Uh-oh, this one ought to be good.
You see what I mean? Isn't that something? You know, to me, those happy faces are a reflection of the good management here at Tressler. But right now, I'd like to share part of a talk I had with the home superintendent, the Reverend Justice H. Leesman, and the caseworker, Mr. Walter H. Weaver.
Well, Pastor Leesman, just what is Tresslertown?
Well, Tresslertown's a name that has been affectionately given to the Tressler Lutheran Home for Children through the years. Although in a very real way, we are a town in the sense that we have a collection of over 20 buildings. We have a campus of over 400 acres of land. We have to provide a great many of our civic services, such as water supply, sewerage, and other things. And then, too, we are a community of children, and of course, I think the name rather appropriately applies to that.
In other words, you're more or less self-sufficient, like a town would be.
Yes, in many ways.
We have many of your own services.
That's right.
Well, I'd like to know just the place an institution like Tresslertown has in child care.
Well, there are, of course, other ways of providing care for children, such as foster homes, and then there'd be adoptions, too. But an institution does offer certain definite things in the care of a child, such as continuity, a home to tie to, there are traditions that develop through the years, and in many instances where a child perhaps would not fit into a foster home situation, he can benefit from an institution such as Tressler.
You mean there are times when an institution like Tresslertown is better for a child than going into a foster home?
Yes, I would say so.
Why?
Well, in a foster home, of course, you would have the close tie with a family where perhaps a child must fit into a certain family pattern, where perhaps the child may be moved from one home to another. There are situations where a child may be emotionally disturbed and where he may need the stability that an institution can give. And perhaps as time goes on, he will be able to go into a foster home situation.
Are all the children here orphans?
No, not at all. In fact, the greater number of children here are not orphans.
Who are they?
They are children from homes broken by divorce and desertion and that type of thing, rather than death.
You mean many of the children staying here at Tresslertown have parents, one or more, who are living?
That's right. They do have one or two parents living.
Do you try to reunite them with their families?
Yes, from the time a child comes into the home, we try to strengthen the home ties so that the child may return there as soon as possible. We offer what you might call a limited responsibility of parenthood to help parents prepare themselves for that time.
Well, I can see where an institution can be of help where there is a possibility of reuniting the child with his family.
That's correct, and oftentimes that's where I come in, keeping the family ties, visiting the parents, and taking the children to their parents for visits and so forth.
What do you do in that case?
Well, I make arrangements for the child and family to get together. I make arrangements for Christmas vacations, summer vacations, and so forth.
Well, that's what you mean by being a caseworker.
Yes, it's a little more than that. Being a caseworker involves helping people to help themselves.
And the counseling with children in the institution and helping in their adjustment here.
Pastor Leesman, what would you say is the main purpose of Tresslertown?
Well, our main purpose, as we see it, is to serve the needs of children. And we first of all try to determine whether the child can benefit from the kind of program that we offer here. And then after the child comes into the institution, we're continually concerned with his adjustment in the group and how we may help him to prepare himself for assuming responsibilities when he leaves here.
Tell me, how is a child admitted?
Well, we do have our referrals that come to us from pastors and from church agencies, even directly from the families themselves. And then when that referral comes in, we usually turn it over to Mr. Weaver for study.
That's right. As Reverend Leeson was saying, he gets the referral first. It is given to me, and then I go into the field and gather information. This information includes health information, psychological, school information, all these things.
In other words, accepting a child isn't a haphazard decision.
No, we try to determine whether the child can benefit from what we have to offer.